Now I'm going to turn it back over to Allison. She's going to talk about the last two parks.
All right, what a park. So we're going to talk about Belzak. So Belzak, if any of you know, it's a very neighborhood park. It is a park right now that suffers from some drainage problems. It's at a kind of low point in the intersection of the streets. And right now, you have small playground with sand, tennis courts, and there's also a half basketball court, and I guess a deck hockey area that was originally a basketball court converted to deck hockey. And here's where you see the two tennis courts, deck hockey, basketball, and the play area, and you've got West Lake, the sort of skinny part of West Lake in the background there. The tennis courts are not in great condition, so in any of the options that we show, we would definitely be restoring the tennis courts, repaving the tennis courts. But we did hear that tennis courts were popular there, sort of an overflow from Four Sisters, as well as a neighborhood tennis court. So we're definitely keeping those. And we came up again with three options. So this one has tennis. We kind of made a large paved area here that could be used for a half basketball court, but then kind of with a paved area in front of it where you could play deck hockey, so it would be flexible. We put some head-in parking at the end here, and the playground over here, and then a sort of planted area that would help to deal with the drainage issues. One of the other ways that we looked at dealing with those drainage issues was to put a planted median in the street here. The street is pretty wide, and it is just a residential neighborhood. So if we introduce the planted median, it could soak up some of the water that comes down those streets before it hits into the park. And that's something that Kevin is going to work on to sort of engineer that detail. So that's option one. The waterfront area would have some planting, seating, maybe picnic area. In option two, again, we keep the tennis courts, one full court basketball. We move the playground up here, and that gives us space for a larger planted area, which we see as a big advantage here, because if this is really a low point, that really gives us a chance to soak up some of the water into that planted area, which could be treated as a rain garden. And in the third option, we have more basketball, so we have like 1.5 basketball courts, one full court, one half court, the tennis court, nature area, and the trail coming through here, maybe a little shade structure or pavilion. So because of the drainage issues, we really selected that second option that keeps a larger planted area in here. So we're expanding the play area. Right now you have just basically top block type play equipment. So introducing something that will bring slightly older kids, like kids up to the age of 12 maybe, you could play in this area. You've got some swings, maybe a tire swing or a different kind of interactive swing. We can fit in some parking spaces here, maybe like 10 or 11 parking spaces, some bike racks to encourage people to bike to the park. So this planted area would include a rain garden, a seated area. We'd keep the plaques, and you'd have a trail that leads you up to the waterfront, which could have some picnic table and soft surfacing in there. So it really still functions as a neighborhood park, but you've just upgraded the facilities, upgraded the tennis courts and the play. Last one is Father Tatura Park, also home of the Bunny Run and the Easter eggs, so you might know it from that area. This one currently has the one full basketball, one half basketball court, playgrounds, so it's got a lot of little pieces of play equipment with that tire